Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be going over the most expensive possible strange loadouts for each class. Now by loadout I mean a generic loadout that contains a hat and 2 miscellaneous items. No like 3 misc combinations or anything like that. It has to have a hat and 2 cosmetics, and of course everything is going off of backpack.tf price of course. Now there may be some outdated prices, or there may also be some cosmetics that perhaps aren't priced on backpack.tf, but just for simplicity reasons that's what we're going to be basing it off. I'm going to be going through each loadout for each class in the game, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. So this first loadout is the Scouts loadout. It's going to consist of a strange flapjack, which comes in at 9.55 keys, a strange bonk boy, which is 3.6 keys, and a strange millennial mercenary, which is 3.5 keys. The total price of this loadout is 16.6 keys, which is actually one of the more cheaper loadouts in this list. I was really surprised with this. I didn't expect the strange flapjack to be so expensive because I didn't realise it was that widely used, and I guess it's due to the fact that not a huge amount of them are unboxed from the Scout exclusive crates. But yeah, just thought that was quite interesting, and only 16 keys for the first loadout in this video. The next loadout is going to be the Soldiers loadout, consisting of a strange Antarctic Parker, which comes in at 6.5 keys, the strange Shogun shoulder guard, which comes in at about 3.7 keys if we're going from backpack.tf, and a strange war pig for the hat in this loadout, which comes in at 3.3 keys. This means the loadout is one of the cheapest on the list, coming in at just 13.5 keys. Up next we have the Pyro loadout, and definitely a bit more expensive. In fact, it's over double the price of both loadouts we've seen so far, and that's mainly due to this first item, which is the strange combustible cutie. This thing comes in at nearly 15 keys with a price tag of 14.75 keys. We're going to be accompanying this with the strange Popeyes and the strange cat's pajamas as the hat. I just realised that I didn't actually say the cosmetic prices whilst editing this. I put them on the screen, but just for peace of mind, the strange Popeyes come in at 6.7 keys and the strange cat's pajamas come in at 3.5 keys. And I checked on loadout.tf to make sure this loadout doesn't conflict or anything like that, and this is indeed a complete loadout. And it's worth noting as well, this is a particularly frightening looking loadout. I mean, there's just something about the Popeyes and the combustible cutie that just really removes every single cute aspect from the combustible cutie. It just really makes me uncomfortable to look at. Coming in at 34.9 keys, which is absolutely crazy. I guess it makes sense that the strange combustible cutie is of course so expensive. I mean, not only is it an elite grade misc, but even the unique one is 7.3 keys, which is really expensive considering it's still in crate, you know, it's not in an old crate or anything like that. It's still unboxable, and it's just such like a hard to get hat, and it's so expensive. And yeah, it makes sense that the strange one is nearly 15 keys. You could probably pick up a decent unusual for that price. Just really interesting. I wonder if there's a lot of people that are actually using this cosmetic in their loadout. Coming up next is of course the Demo Man, with a surprisingly expensive start being the strange bearded bombardier, which is 12 keys. This is accompanied with a strange cool breeze, which is also 9 keys, and then a strange albrero being 4.65 keys, totaling off this Demo Man loadout at 25.6 keys. I think it's crazy that the strange bearded bombardier is literally 12 keys. Like, that's a lot of money for a strange Demo Man misc, and once again, I don't even see a lot of people using the normal bearded bombardier. So it's really interesting to me that the strange one is so expensive. I mean, this 12 key mark is where you can generally start to pick up low tier unusual hats. You could get a decent unusual taunt. It's just really interesting to me that people are willing to pay that much. I guess it is a supply and demand thing with this, and there must be a pretty low supply for people to warrant a 12 key price tag on this thing. Up next we have the heavy loadout, consisting of a strange red army robin coming in at 10.1 keys. This is accompanied by a strange officer Ushanka and the strange man of the house. I really didn't expect the strange man of the house to be the most expensive like body cosmetic for the heavy, but it's up there. A pair of trousers is 5 keys. I also realised whilst editing this that once again I forgot to actually say the prices of the cosmetics because I'm a complete idiot. So the Officer's Ushanka comes in at 6.6 keys, and the Strange Man of the House comes in precisely at 5.4 keys, totaling off this loadout at 22.1 keys. But yeah, the Strange Red Army Robin as well, coming in at 10 keys, really did catch me off guard. I wasn't expecting a little Robin to be that expensive. It's more expensive than the hat in this loadout. The Engineer loadout consists of a Strange Level 3 Chin coming in at 9 keys, the Strange Dogfighter coming in at 6.5 keys, and a Strange Flash of Inspiration coming in at 2.85 keys, totaling off this loadout at 18.4 keys. I think it's really interesting that the Flash of Inspiration is only at 2.85 keys. We'll call it 3 keys, but a Strange Elite Grade hat, of course, this does show the difference in tier between something like the Flash of Inspiration and something like the Combustible Cutie. Both Strange Elite Grade hats, but one of them coming in at under 3 keys and one of them coming in at nearly 15 keys. So it's not all about the Elite Grade tier, and this is a perfect example of that. Coming up next is another one of the more expensive loadouts from this video. We've now got the Medic loadout consisting of the Strange Bited Beak coming in at 15.6 keys, the Strange Burly Beast coming in at 11 keys, and the Strange Nun Hood coming in at 5.9 keys, which means this loadout costs 33.5 keys. I thought this was really weird that the Strange Robo Beak was so much. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure the Strange Robo items are in the Medic exclusive crates, so it is a bit strange to me that this one is so expensive. However, after looking into it, there's no price for a Strange Blighted Beak, but I'm pretty sure they are in existence, so maybe they're just super rare and people just go for the Bited Beak instead of trying to track down a normal Strange Blighted Beak. However, I do understand why the Strange Burly Beast is so expensive in this loadout. I use a normal Burly Beast in my loadout, and even just the unique version is 6.8 keys, so it does kind of make sense that the Strange one would be that price. And of course, the Nun Hood is one of the most popular Medic cosmetics. I mean, you see this thing in so many loadouts, so it really doesn't come as a big shock that it is nearly 6 keys. But yeah, pretty interesting loadout there from the Medic with some really surprising prices. Up next, we have the most expensive loadout of the video. This is going to be the Strange Sniper loadout. The first item we're going to be taking a look at will make sense, being the Strange Corona Australis, which is a Strange Elite Grade item coming in at 27.5 keys. The Strange Snowscoper accompanies this, coming in at 4.4 keys, and the Strange Triggerman's Tacticals, which are like the cargo trouser type things, come in at 4.3 keys, meaning this loadout as a whole comes in at 36.2 keys. Now, the Corona Australis is a crazy hat. It's ideally, or probably one of my favourite hats, if not my favourite hat, when it's not in unusual form. This thing looks so good. I'll put a screenshot on the screen now. I used to use a Corona Australis, and I used to put an unusual Master Yellow Belt under it, and because you can't see the yellow belt under the hat, it did look like I had a scorching Corona Australis, which was crazy. But yeah, a really, really high tier, non-unusual hat, so it makes sense that the Strange one would be up near the 30 key mark. But yeah, quite surprising that the Sniper loadout was the most expensive, but then when you take into the account of the Corona Australis, it does kind of make sense. And the final loadout for this video really isn't too dissimilar in price, with the runner-up for the most expensive individual item being the Strange Deadhead, coming in at 27 keys. This is going to be accompanied with a Strange Rogue's Robe coming in at 3.5 keys, and Strange Sneaky Spats of Sneaking coming in at 2.2 keys, meaning this loadout is 32.7 keys. A bit surprising to me that the Strange Deadhead was this expensive. I know the unique one is relatively expensive, but nearly 30 keys just does seem quite steep for it. I did used to use a Deadhead back in the day, to be fair, and I did really rate it, so yeah, maybe that's it. But guys, that is just about it for this video. If you did enjoy, then please do remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sorry I keep plugging it as well, but if you missed my last video or the intro to the one before, I have actually made a new channel where I'm going to be posting variety type content on there, and I did upload the first video on there yesterday, so if you want to go and check that out, it will be linked down below. Also guys, it's been so long since I did one of these list type videos, and I did kind of miss it, and you guys seem to always love them, so if you did enjoy this list video, then please do remember to leave a like, and maybe leave down in the comments below any other things you'd like me to make a list of, whether that's most expensive or like most rare, or just anything you're quite intrigued about within Team Fortress 2 and sort of trading, do leave it down in the comments below and I will hopefully get around to making a video on it. But yeah guys, that is just about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, please do leave a like if you enjoyed, and peace.
You're a million miles away. You're a million miles away. How'd you get so far from here?